Usually, people take such decisions when there are tribal issues or financial considerations. So that will not even also work. Because if you get to marry that person, it won't work. You don't get into a marriage because somebody's decision that this person will be better for you. I mean, you are going to be in a marriage. So it means like it's not a default, it's something I don't like the person. You say I should marry, okay, I'll marry you because of you.
Okay.
When he stays in that marriage, the least thing that happens, they back off.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is what she wants though.
She doesn't want the man. It's the family is introducing another person.
Who's her best friend.
Yes.
Then maybe they're so used to this man around them, they think it's the best.
You don't judge.
So is the family that's judging, aren't they?
Yes.
That's wrong, isn't it?
It's wrong.
Okay.
You see,
what should she do? Ignore them and choose the one she loves?
He has to handle it politely and tactically, because other than that...
This thing's always harming. This thing's always harming and I'm more or less.
You see, when you don't bring your issues clear, people think that you are naive or you are immature, so you cannot take a decision. So they think they have to take a decision for you. Quite often, it happens in our context in most African countries, most sub-Saharan countries, where I brought somebody to you. Why? Because they know that their son cannot handle the issue well. So people ought to grow up to take wise decisions and be responsible for the decisions that they take.
Okay.
You have a right, but I think the husband, they are depending, the family is dependent on that guy. There's so much dependency on the guy at Fidium. I mean, in terms of taking care of the family, when these things happen, when people are coming from poor background, they think that the person has a responsibility towards them first before they come to you, the wife. Why should a wife, when is going to visit the husband, should it be a problem to the parents? It shouldn't. But they think that when that wife goes there, it becomes a challenge for them. Once he's not there, staying here and there, they have influence over the son.
Wow.
And it should not happen. Because you see, don't marry when you are not staying together.
How do you mean?
When marriage, it becomes distant marriage. Distant marriages are not only in abroad, even in Ghana here. If you are not careful.
What if it's needful?
It's needful, but whatever it is, the space should not be like you are absent. Okay? Let it not be like you are absent.
Okay.
So if you are in Ghana here, come on.
So
it's not a key. I mean, working towards faith and optimism is always the key, because whatever you are doing as a woman, you are doing it not for only the man, but you are building yourself, you are building your capacity to handle the issue. First of all, I said, a man's word, if you want to get a man's heart, then it means you ought to have respect, honor, and that for the person. The next thing that you need to do, he needs somebody who plays a helper's role in terms of emotional help, that will be there. Somebody who speaks well, he has that counsel, he's that person, when you come in, he's just like a nugget. No. He wants somebody who he can talk to. He may not start talking to you, but when you come into a position that you understand the person and begin to communicate well in terms of emotional help, in terms of physical help, in terms of sexual help, that man come to man I didn't follow two and listen, wait.
Hello, but
yeah.
Rev.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Rev.
Patunenum or me.
How?
Abofebiara o did no me anu ada.
Oh, but how will that rule out the fact that the husband had a father who was abusive or is abusive?
That's what I'm trying to say, that you need to capture the man's world. When the man is satisfied, when you are satisfied, when somebody brings another food, would you eat?
No.
Unless you're a greedy person.
Some people are gluttons.
There are few.
Okay.
I'm trying to say that when you play your role well, one, in terms of respect, second, in terms of help, third, in terms of effective communication, when you are able to do all these things and do it well, you build your capacity as a woman who is capable.
Okay.
So when you build your capacity as a woman who is capable, you have solved the problem, about 70% of the problem. Because when you get into this world and you feel that vacuum in his life, he becomes accommodating. He begins to develop much more love. And when that God aspect comes in, it's very important. When that person fears God, when he's doing evil to you,